Hey guys! So, today, or I should say tonight, since I am playing this at nighttime, because I wanted this episode to be a little spookier, since Star Stable has released their Halloween update for this year, and I was a part of the one from last year, but this one it's completely different from last year and probably even previous years before that. And as you can notice, I'm already all dressed up here. With an owl mask and the new outfit for this year, and a new horse. Yes, it's not just my black and blue wild horse. No, this is a completely new horse. As you can see, level 2 Dragon Flame. Never had this horse before because it's the new Halloween horse, you could call it. Since this year, they released a new wild horse, and I will show you what it looks like. But to do that, we have to head to the Halloween place. And it's right up, the portal that's nearest to me is right up near Jasper's farm. So we'll go up there. But there are portals all over Jorvik that allow you to travel to the new Halloween mini area. Besides the Halloween thing though, I also have some other things I'm going to talk about, some more updates and news announcements. So when you get near a portal, your screen goes dark around the edges, gets foggy, and there's creepy breathing noises. Just a forewarning, for any of you younger viewers, this might be a little scary for you. Star Stable put that warning on their website as well, so if you're scared easily, might be best to watch something else. But for those of other people, let's go in. And this is what my horse looks like. Looks like it's on fire, and so I named him Dragonflame. So this is the new Halloween place. Here's what the map looks like. Not very big. It's actually like the same pattern almost as the Cloud Kingdom. So it's kind of cool. And it's called Gallopers. I don't know what it was called. What's this area called? Galloper's Keep, that's what it's called. So, when you first get in here, you'll actually get a little cutscene that'll show you the whole area, and you'll get to see Galloper Thompson, who, if you've followed Star Stable lore, they've talked about him before, and about his fiery, cool horse, which we haven't been able to buy until today. Here he is, and he's a headless horseman, and see the same horse. He's got some creepy noises, and his horse's eyes glow. And he just sits up here, perched on top here. So yeah, and so the main mission of this area is you're supposed to collect 3 soul shards each day. This is what they look like. They're green. And then once you have 5, you can trade them in to get outfit items. Star Stable, there's 8 new items, I believe. So yeah, there's 8 new items, and I have 4 of them so far. I'm hoping to get all of them. I've been working really hard. And now, how you get these shards. I love the new music in the background. It's pretty entertaining. So there's 2 new races. Well, 1 new one and 1 that we've had before that's been slightly updated. So this race is the Scarecrow Hill race, which you may remember a while back like, I think it's been like a year. They had this race, but they removed it. This was a daily race you could do to get horse experience points every day. But one day it just kind of disappeared, the Scarecrow race, and no one really knew why. There's been theories going around that Star Stable removed it because it might have been too scary for younger players, but me personally, I loved the race. I thought it was really cool and a different take. Even if it was very difficult, I still really liked it. So I'm glad they brought it back, although it's only temporary. We won't get the race back permanently, which kind of saddens me because it's really cool. And I will show it to you in a bit. And then I went the wrong direction, as I always do. So there'll be 3 souls wandering around the place. So here's one. They're in different locations each day. And they give you clues about where their soul shard is. I've already found 2 of them for today, so this is the only ghost I have left, and I saved it for the video. The 2 that I found, I didn't do in the video because they were super easy and straightforward. They literally told you where to go. And I feel like that's kind of boring when they tell you right where to go, whereas this one's more of a riddle. And I actually don't know where this one is. I've read the riddle a few times. I have 2 ideas, but I don't definitely know. Then we got a little campground area that has different interactions. And then we got this race, which is a brand new one. It's called the Headless Horseman's Harrowing Race, or you could call it the Old Galloper's Journey Race, I think it's called. This one's brand new, and it's really cool. I will again show it later. But each race you complete, you get 3 soul shards for, so you'll get 6 just for participating in 2 races, which means you can immediately get a clothing item. And I have 2 left over from today. And after I get the soul shard, I have 3, so tomorrow I should be able to get at least 2 new items. So in total you can get 9 soul shards per day. Which would make it so you can get, depending on how many you left over, you can get 1 outfit per day. But since I have so many left over, I can get 2 most often times. Over here is where you can buy the new horse. So it is the same price as the other wild horses, 599 star coins. And it does the same things as the other wild horses. There's nothing really too special about this one. It's just because it's different color variation, basically. But it's probably after the rainbow one, it's probably my favorite, which is saying a lot because I really like the pink one too, but this one's just so cool how it looks like it's on fire. So what I'm gonna do, let's find the soul shard first, and then we'll do the 2. Well, actually, since we're here, I'll do the 2 races, and then I'll go find the soul shard. So here is the Old Galloper race. This race is really cool. And it's not too difficult, but it's also not like super easy. And the music is really cool, and you travel to like 3 different locations. So like the first one we were in Yarlahim, This one is in Mistfall, as you can see, and the last one is in Dino Valley. So as the race's title suggests, this is like a race through all of Galloper Thompson's journeys. And oh my gosh, giant squirrel! That actually like freaked me out the first time. Sorry if the audio just went dead there. I was adjusting my audio. Here we're in Dino, which is pretty cool. The music is super loud, by the way. I'm hoping I'm keeping it quiet enough so you guys can hear me, but in my ears it's really loud. I can never make that jump anymore. Come on, come on, come on. There we go. Now though that first whirlwind thing can get really tricky because if you can get caught in a loop really easily, or when it pushes you off the edge, and then you try to, it will teleport you like near it where you need to jump. You can't jump until for a few seconds, and so you get caught in a loop. But if you stop, you can get out of the loop. If I hadn't already completed this race, I would get 3 soul shards, but I already completed it for today, so I already got that. It is a daily race, so you can play it once every day and get 3 soul shards. And now we'll do the Scarecrow Hill race. Little forewarning, if you haven't played, like if you're a newer player, you can still do this race, but I tried it out on my alternate account, where I haven't already completed this quest before they took it out originally. I haven't completed the Scarecrow Hill quest on my alternate account, and so this race is kind of glitched, but it will unlock a new area for you on your map. Basically, when you get to the top, this race used to be where you get a golden apple. You're trying to grab that. And now, if you haven't played this race before on your account, the golden apple will sparkle like you're supposed to grab it, but you can't grab it. Like it will sparkle up on this tree branch right here. So just a forewarning for any of you guys who haven't unlocked Golden Valley yet, and you play this race, ignore the golden apple that'll be sparkling and just go for the soul shard, because the apple does not work. It's from the main story game. And then you have to avoid these falling potion bubble things by avoiding the red areas. If you do get hit by them, your horse slows down. But I've done this a lot, even before this Halloween update, so I usually don't get hit by them, but of course, yeah, see, now in the video I'll get hit by them, yeah. But usually I only get hit by like 1, maybe 2. Not trying to like brag or anything, just, oh gosh. See, now I'm getting caught in a loop because I can't see. What? I didn't even hit anything. What was that? That was unfair. I didn't even hit anything though. I'm sorry, my horse's hoof nicked it a little bit. So yeah, those are the 2 new races. Super fun, super interesting. Again, I wish the Scarecrow race was sticking around. Alright, so okay guys, so I'm gonna try to find this soul shard, and again, I don't really know for sure where it is. And if in the background you can hear anything that sounds like a purr or a meow, that's because my cat, again, has decided to join us in this video. He's laying here right next to me. So, just try to ignore it. You know, animals. What you can do about them. Anyways, so this soul shard is saying you can still find my soul shard at the entrance of the Jarl's stable. Now, the great Jarl made peace with the Druids, and in return he was rewarded with many strong horses for his great stable. I was in charge of making sure every horse was taken care of, a noble task. The horses of this island were strong and brave, but curiously there was one man they would avoid at all costs. So, Jarl's stable. Now, there's two options. It's either Jorvik stables near Jarlaheim, or it's Fort Pinta stables, because yesterday the soul shards, a lot of them were in the harvest counties, but so then some of them were near Jorvik stables. Then there was also, but then like Fort Pinta has a lot of like Jarl stuff. Like they have the statue of Jarl Jones. They also have Jarl's tomb, and they have a road called Jarl's Road. So I'm just kind of like, I'm thinking Fort Pinta, but I could be wrong. So first we go, I want to talk about the shops. It's same thing like last year. They have the Halloween shop with a few new masks. Not really any new items besides the masks. So if you didn't get stuff gear last year, you can get some this year, which is pretty fun. In fact, I didn't even have all the Halloween horse gear, and I bought the Halloween purple outfit. The one that kind of looks like this, but it's a dress instead. So I bought that full outfit, and then I bought the owl mask and 2 other masks, since they're really cheap. They also brought back the starter horse powders, which I'm going to showcase what those do later on here. But let's just go find the shard. I'm going to try Fort Pinta first, since I'm near Fort Pinta, and then I'm going to go to Jorvik stables. So I'm going to try both and see where it's at, because it's either one of those for sure. And because Jarl's stable would either be Jorvik stables or Fort Pinta. So what's really cool about this horse is that you can't really see it at night here, but its hair actually, when it's not in fiery form, it looks like it has burnt hair, so it looks like it used to be on fire, which is pretty cool. This is like my favorite time of night on Star Stable because the sky is just so pretty. The disco will probably be going on down here since it is Friday night. So the disco is every Friday and Saturday night starting, I think 6 o'clock. I think it's actually 5 o'clock p.m. Based on your computer time, actually. So that'll be going on. But let's see if it's here. So she did say Grand Stables, so I am thinking maybe it's at Jorvik Stables. So I'm not seeing it here, and they're pretty obvious, so most of the time, so I'm gonna be lazy, I'm gonna take a transport. Alright, so I'm here in Jarheim. We're on our way to Jorvik's stables, and I'm going to, it has to be here because there's only two options that the clue could be hinting at. Otherwise I really don't know what other stable it could be. So, question is, where is it gonna be at this stable? Because doesn't necessarily mean it's gonna be in the stable. They're bright green. Thinking it's gonna be slightly hidden. There are some that have been really hidden and the clues aren't very clear sometimes. So, wow, okay, I've never been back here. And I'm gonna bet there's a star back here. Yeah, while hunting for soul shards, you'll probably end up finding a few stars whilst you're at it. Am I just being blind? Because I'm really not seeing anything. Was it at the Fort Pinta one? Was it at the Fort Pinta one and I just didn't look hard enough? Okay, let's try going near where the cows are and seeing if we can find it there. I'm really not finding anything. I really don't know where this shard is. Okay guys. Turns out I was really blind. I now see where the soul shard is. It was right behind this pumpkin. I even looked at the pumpkin. I just didn't look hard enough. So yeah, that's just great. That's just great. So there is another thing that I want to show you guys, but I have to go into my stable to show it to you. So let's do that now. And I'm gonna just drop off my horse, change out my horse. What is this? Ah, ghosts. Okay, I know I'm a terrible actress. Leave me alone about it. So there actually are some new features in the horse stable. I'm gonna drop off my wild horse here. I'm gonna talk to you about the new features. You might already notice something new on my screen. And I'm gonna show it to you in a minute. I have to because everything is getting screwed up still. It's obviously still glitch. They're gonna have to fix the new feature because it's still glitchy. Doesn't seem to work properly. Kind of shame because it's pretty cool. So click on this button up here. There is no hotkey for it yet, but maybe they'll add one, I don't know. You can now arrange your horses to be in certain stalls just from here, and this will allow it and make it so their names don't get all messed up. Like how if you guys place our stable, you know that like oftentimes when you put a switch between horses, the names would get all messed up and swapped, and then when you were trying to click on the names to change their gear and stuff, it would all get messed up and there would be the wrong name. Well, they fixed that now. But this horse is not supposed to be in here. This is what I mean. Autumn Flower, my Shire, keeps disappearing, which is kind of a shame. Like, Angel Cake is supposed to be in here, and Autumn Flower is supposed to be here. And this stall isn't marked as only available to the horse you're currently riding anymore. They changed that, so I don't know why she is getting swapped out over here. It's every time I go into my stable now, it happens, and the only way to get her and Snow Kiss back is I have to sit on them and ride them. Let's take Snow Kiss out, and then we can get Autumn Flower, let me in, back into her proper stall. I'm thinking about, and it is kind of annoying because every time I've gone into my stall now it's been like this, and it's such a big issue because I was really excited when they showed this feature because that was one of my biggest pet peeves, is that the signs would get all messed up, and I have a slight bit of OCD, so that was really that was really bizarre and just not I wasn't too happy about it. So, and then see, the icon is all messed up. That's Autumn Flower, and then I gotta switch her in there, and then the only way to get Snow Kiss back is to sit on her and put her in her stall. So then she shows up. So yeah, just be mindful of that. If you are experiencing that in your stall, that's the way you gotta fix it. And just to make sure, I always do this. I put her in that stall, swap her back in this stall. So yeah, that is kind of a minor glitch that I'm hoping they get fixed, because it's quite annoying. After a while I'm gonna get so frustrated I'll just leave Autumn Flower in Snow Kiss's stall, I'll just put them both in the pasture. So, what I wanted to show you was this new horse, Angel Cake. As you can see, she's the updated model Fjord with the old model Fjord's gear on, because I thought I liked this gear and my old model Fjord doesn't need it anymore. Cookie Desire, it used to be his gear, but now it has moved on to Angel Cake. So yeah, this is the new Fjord models. I think they're adorable. They're pretty good looking, and I already changed the hairstyle, as you can see. There's two colors I like, this one and then there's a Palomino one. And the Palomino one doesn't have the dark hair color in it, which doesn't really allow for fun patterns, but it is just so gorgeous. When you think of the Palomino North Swedish horse, yeah, it's just as pretty. Palomino horses are like my favorite. So this is my new Fjord horse. Updated animations and character models, everything. Trotting's fun. They cost $850, which I'm really kind of bummed about, because I'm like, they could have just kept them the same price as the old Fjords, but, you know, these are premium Fjords, you know. That means they're worth more. No, not really, especially since they're the only Fjord model in the game. It's kind of like, really, Star Stable, whatever. I have enough star coins for it, so I shouldn't complain too much. I just feel bad for other players, because I've been there. So this is Angel Cake, my new horse, and I want to get the Palomino one, but that would mean that I have 5 Fjords. I would have 5 Fjords total. That's way too many of the same horse breed, and the Fjords aren't even my favorite horse breed. So, yeah, because it is Cookie Desire, Noble Guardian, Winter Wish, and Angel Cake, and then I would get the Palomino one. So, yeah, that's too many Fjords. It's like Fjord fever in here. So another new feature that takes place in the stable is the washing station is now usable, which is exciting. And you can do this instead of grooming your horse with the brush. You can now wash it completely instead, and it will count towards your daily grooming, but I don't really concern myself with that because I buy stable care. But this is what washing your horse looks like, and you can do it with any horse that you want. And then, yeah, and then you can switch sides, but I messed up there. You can switch sides and do it again, but you don't have to. I think you just do one side and it counts. So it's not too picky. You can do it however you like. If you only want one side of your horse to be clean, then go for it. So now I want to talk about okay, so one of the big news updates regards the starter horse. My starter horse, Moondancer here, who has been with me since the beginning of the game. And the starter horses, now 1 year ago, when I joined this game back in February 2017, the starter horses were still their old models, so they still had that hop-like run to them, and they had their old faces and everything. And then I think it was right before summertime, actually somewhere in summertime, Star Stable updated the horses to what they are currently now. And now Star Stable has announced that they're going to update them again. This will come out on November 7th, so in 2 weeks. Super exciting. And they've shown a picture, so if you want to, you can go on the website and look at the pictures. I'll maybe even post a picture on my screen right about now. Hopefully there's a picture there. If not, then I apologize. And they look pretty cool, actually, and I'm really excited. They kind of look like Connemara, like they kind of look like the Trekkiners, or the Trekkies as I call them, since I can't pronounce their name. They kind of look like the Trekkies, actually, but also like their old selves. And this is only happening to the starter horses, so unlike last time where all the horses that use the starter horses model, this time it's only going to affect your starter horse. All the other older horse models are staying the same and probably are going to be removed from the game, I presume. because that's kind of what they said after they got rid of the fjords. They said they were going to get rid of other old models, so I don't know, we'll see. Their explanation for why they're updating them again. The oldest horses in the game are not able to wear all of the cool equipment we would like to add to the game today, so we spent a lot of energy creating premium variations of our older horse breeds. So you guys can still ride your favorite breeds when we add new material to the game. So yeah, it looks pretty cool, and they talked about how you can change the starter horse's appearance if you want to, which I might try. I do like Moondancer the way she looks. She's a beauty already, but I don't know, with the new look, she might suit a different color variation better. I don't know. She's pretty special to me. I have a strong connection with a pixelated video game horse. But you know, I've had so many adventures with her and been with her since the beginning of the game, and brings back such great memories. I don't ride her very often anymore. It makes me kind of sad, but it's because I have so many other horses that I'm busy training that, yeah, I just don't have time to ride her anymore. Another update, they're going to be updating Silverglade. So, like, I assume it's all of Silverglade, not just Silverglade Village. Everything in Silverglade. Moorland, Vineyard, Valedale, maybe. I don't know if it's just before the Hollow Woods or what, but they're updating Silverglade. I think eventually the whole game as well. They're going to be changing rock and tree patterns. Now the pictures that they showed, they're not final. Again, they're posted on the website, so if you want to look at them, you can go there. But the pictures, they're interesting to say the least, but I'm not really, I think the models that we have now are more realistic than these ones. These ones just look too plasticky for me. Like, they look like they're plastic. The rocks especially look like they're plastic, and the trees. So I'm not exactly too thrilled by this, but maybe by the time this is released, they will look better because it's not final game stuff. I don't know when this is going to be released. There's no release date yet because they're still working on it. But, you know, we'll see what happens. And that's why there's no, they said specifically that's why there's no new area this year, because they're working on this, which makes sense. If they're doing a whole remodel of this huge area, then yeah, I can imagine it takes a lot of work. The only question I have is if they do a remodel of this area with all the rocks and trees, the Harvest Counties is going to look kind of strange, I feel like. Because they're still going to have, are they still going to have the old model trees and rocks? I don't know, it just will look kind of strange, but they're claiming that they want to change it to make it, I mean, sure, some of the rocks look outdated, but like this tree looks super realistic. Like the bark has texture, and the leaves look realistic to me, a little flat, but I mean, it's a video game, they're just background things. But the new trees and the development images, they look too whimsical, you could say. Like they look like plastic, and I'm not sure I'm a big fan of that. Because I'd rather have realism than fantasy in a game like this. I mean, I know there's magic and headless horsemen and ghosts and, you know, all these magical things, but in terms of the environment, it's always been kind of realistic looking. So, I don't know, we'll see. We'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. I'm excited nonetheless, especially for the updated starter horses. Moondancer is going to be getting a new look again. Not that I don't mind her look now. I think she looks fine just the way she is. Yes, girl, you're beautiful. You're beautiful. But yeah, it's still exciting stuff. A lot going on in Star Stable. but I promised I'd show you guys the powders, which I have some in my stable actually already. They're the powders from last year. They transform your horse into different things, like it can become a mummy, it can become a skeleton or a zombie. So I will show you what they look like. Thank goodness it didn't do the ghost thing again, because that happens like every time you enter your stable. It shocked me actually at first. I wasn't expecting it. So I'm gonna, oops. So how you do this is you just click and drag it onto your horse. And it can only be used on your starter horse. Boom! Moondancer is a skeleton. So this skin can be seen by other players. It only lasts 30 minutes. Which kind of sucks. It's like you spend star coins and you can only spend star coins on them. You spend star coins on something that doesn't even last until you take it off. I mean, I just feel like that's kind of unfair, but whatever. Now this powder can't be seen by other players, but it can be seen by you. Again, it's a temporary thing where when you walk, you'll have yeah, I know, you're spooky, scary. I swear after a few times, that just gets annoying. The first time it's great, but after a while that just, you're like, I just want to go to my wardrobe. I just want to leave my stable. But yes, now my horse has fire feet. Again, this powder can only be used on your starter horse. Kind of a shame, but I guess I can kind of understand because, like, you'd have to make a model for every single horse breed in the game then for these powders. So that'd be kind of difficult. But yeah, I think that's gonna be all for this video. I definitely can't think of anything else needed to be said or done. So I hope you all enjoy and have a wonderful, safe, and happy Halloween. Bye-bye.